Hi everyone. So today we are going to move on to systems and solution types. So this first part we're going to talk about solution types and then we're going to go into systems. So basically we have graphed three forms of linear equations so far. We've looked at swift intercept, point slope, and standard form. Okay, and I included little screenshots of your cheat sheet for you just to refer back to. But we do know how to graph all three forms right now. Okay, we're going to continue using these three forms, okay, and we're going to continue by solving um, the solution to a system of equations. What's a system of equations? Well, if you have multiple linear equations on the same coordinate plane, so like in that same graph, right, you're graphing two equations, that's going to be called a system of equations. So if you look below, I have this nice diagram for you. Your red line, which is an equation, plus your blue line, which would be written as an equation, equals a red and a blue in the same coordinate plane. So this third picture would be a system of equations, whereas these two graphs alone would be just graphing a linear equation. Okay, so we have solutions. So when you are graphing, your graph is going to your system, is going to either cross at one spot, two spots, or infinitely many spots. Okay, so if you graph two lines and they're both going up and down and they're parallel, they're never going to intersect. Okay, so there's going to be no solutions because that point of intersection is your solution to the system. All right, so if your graph looks something like this, where you have two parallel lines, either like this, like this, like this, it's going to be no solutions. They're never going to intersect. You're never going to be able to identify that solution. Okay, if you see that they intersect at one spot, maybe like this or like this or like this, right, that's going to be one solution because that point of intersection is your solution. And then if you have two lines that are on top of each other, no matter where they're going, you are given two lines to graph, and they end up being the same line, then that's going to be infinitely many solutions. So it'd be like your hands on top of each other. Okay? All right? So no solutions, one solution, or infinitely many solutions. If it's one solution, you're going to be able to give us one clear answer. If it's no solution, you would say no solution. And if it's infinitely many solutions, then basically anything would work for your solution, but we would write it as infinitely many.